Alright, so we've covered a dodge build, we've covered a stealth build with the new skill sets. Now let's look into a tank build. Let's go and jump into our inventory. First we're going to go into the perk deck, and the one of choice this time is, as you can see on screen, is the muscle perk deck. What I really love about this perk deck, and it didn't change with this update, but it's the 800 pound gorilla at the end. This is now a regen perk deck, and it actually gives you the 3% of your life every 5 seconds. So unlike what it used to be before the update that it had, I don't know, maybe 6-7 months ago, this one now gives you health regen along with a 40% more health, which is awesome. Great for a tank build, and that coupled with the improved combined tactical vest, we really have, you can see here, major health, major health. Total is 414 now with the skills, so that is absolutely awesome. Let's jump into the skills. That's kind of the main thing that we're looking at here. We'll go into the weapons and the attachments afterwards, but let's go take a look at the skills. You are going to see a lot in Enforcer this time. Let's just take a quick look. Boom, you saw that? Ouch, it's a lot of points. So, let's take a look. All I'm going to get in the mastermind tree here is in the controller part, and all I'm going to do is get endurance and endurance ace. Now that is basically because we're running the tank build, we've got our big vest on, we're going to be running pretty slow, we want some stamina, and that's pretty much all I need out of there. Now let's jump into the meat and potatoes, the Enforcer tree. Now look at all those, look at it. So let's go into it in a bit more detail. First we'll go into Shotgunner. As you may or may not have seen on one of those first screens there, I am going to be using a shotgun, using the locomotive, so we want all the shotgun skills that we can to beef that up as much as possible. So first off, we'll take Underdog Ace. We all know and love this one. Surrounded by 3 enemies or more, you receive 15% damage bonus. When you're surrounded by 3 enemies or more, you receive 15% less damage from enemies. Awesome. Shotgun, CQB. We reload shotguns 15% faster. We're going to ace this. You reload shotguns 35% faster. You gain 125% increased steel sight when using shotguns. So I'm not really bothered about the steel sight speed, but that 50% extra reload speed is what we're looking at. Okay, let's look at shotgun impact. Your weapon stability with all shotguns is increased by 4. You deal 10% more damage with shotguns. That's awesome. Then we're going to ace it. You deal 35% more damage with shotguns, so up to 45%. If that stacks, not sure if it stacks, it probably does not. Then we're going to look at, not interested in far away. Like I said, I don't really aim down sights with shotguns, especially the locomotive. Maybe if it was the Jocelyn or something, then maybe, but I'm only using the locomotive here, so not too bothered about spending points here. Then we're going to go for close by. You can now hit fire with your shotguns while sprinting. The only reason I picked this up was because it opened up overkill. I really wanted to get overkill. Basic, when you kill an enemy with a shotgun, we're not using the saw, so we'll just stick to shotgun. You receive a 75% damage increase for 5 seconds. That's fantastic. So with all of this in here, it makes our shotgun extremely overpowered and extremely worth using. Now let's look into Armorer, and we've got a few ones in here, but really what we want is Iron Man at the top here, but we'll get to that. Oppressor, your armor recovers 15% faster, which is awesome. And then, of course, we're getting some stun resistance coupled in this one too. Once it's ace, reduce the visual effect duration of flashbangs by 75%. That's great too. Die Hard, you take 50% damage while interacting with things. I didn't ace this because we're not wearing a ballistic vest, so there was really no need. Of course, we want Transporter and Transporter Ace. You can throw bags 50% further. And then for each 10 armor points, the bag movement penalty is reduced by 1%. And we're going to have the maximum armor, so we're going to have the best speed that we can using Transporter. Also great, the recovery rate of you and your crew is increased by 25%, so we've got bulletproof. And then we also aced this one because we wanted to go up to the next step. When you melee or shoot enemies, shield enemies, there's a chance that they get knocked over by the sheer force. The chance depends on the damage of the used weapon. So you can shoot a shield and knock them back. Usually it used to be a melee that did that, but now you can actually shoot them and it knocks them back. So with our shotgun, that's actually going to work for us. Then, of course, we go to Iron Man. Improves your armor so you can absorb 40% more damage, which is fantastic. And then, of course, we ace it and we unlocked the ability to wear the improved combined tactical vest. Now let's go into Ammo Specialist, and Ammo is our deployable of choice, so we will end up acing that and getting 2 ammo bags and containing 200% additional ammunition, which is great. But we'll start off scavenging. You gain 50% increased ammo box pickup range, so that basically means that the area that surrounds you where you would normally pick up ammo is increased by 50%, so you can get ammo a little bit further out. And then check this out when it's ace. Every 6th enemy you kill will drop an extra ammo box. So instead of just dropping the one that the enemies normally drop, is going to drop 2. Bullet Storm. Directly after you deploy an ammo bag, you can fire your weapon for 5 seconds without depleting any ammo, which is great for shotguns. It's almost like having Swan Song aced when you're on your way down and you can just continually fire. Well, that's what this is when you deploy that ammo bags. And then, of course, we're going to ace this. You can fire 15 seconds longer without depleting your ammo. Obviously, this doesn't apply to grenade launchers. We are going to be using a grenade launcher, but that does not apply. But still, that's 20 seconds of firing ammo once you deploy one of these ammo bags. Like I said, now we can place 2 and they've got extra ammo. And then check this one out. Now, this one changed a lot. And I love the ace version. So basic, your total ammo capacity is increased by 25%. That alone is pretty decent. But check this one out and I'll walk you through it. Increases the amount of ammo you gain from ammo boxes by 75%, so that's fine. You also gain a 5% base chance to get a throwable from an ammo box. The base chance is increased by 1% for each ammo box you pick up that does not contain a throwable. Isn't that fantastic? So now we can actually pick up grenades and Molotovs out of pickups off the floor. We have a 5% chance, and every ammo box that you pick up off the floor that you don't get one, the next chance increases by 1%. So then you've got a 6% chance of finding it. And if you don't find one that time, then you get a 7% chance, and so on. When a throwable has been found, the chance is reset to its base value. So it just resets when you get that, so it goes back to the 5% chance again. This does not work with custom shotgun ammo and does not stack with the perk deck skill walk-in closet. I think that's pretty fantastic and brand new, and I hope that they keep that in there because being able to pick up throwables is pretty cool. A little unrealistic, but still pretty cool. Next, we will go into Technician, and we get absolutely 0. We had 2 skill points left. Probably pick up Hardware Expert just for the sake of it. Ghost. Now, normally these some of these were actually in Technician before. Shockproof definitely was. We will take Duck and Cover. Stamina starts regenerating 25% earlier and 25% faster. You also sprint 25% faster. And like I said, we're going to be bogged down with this big combined tactical vest, so we want as much mobility perks as we possibly can, and this is a perfect one that we need. As is Evasion. You gain 10% additional movement speed and 20% ladder climbing speed, and we're all about climbing those ladders. Then Dire Need, we're going to take this ace. Basic, when your armor is depleted, the first shot on any enemies will cause those enemies to stagger. This effect ends when your armor regenerates. Now we're going to ace this, and that means that the effect persists for 6 seconds after your armor is regenerated. And this is brand new and it's fantastic. So once you get shot and your armor is gone, you can shoot someone, it's going to cause that enemy to stagger. And now even when your armor comes back, you've still got 6 seconds for that to take effect. I think that's amazing. Shockproof Basic, the Taser Shock attack has a 30% chance to backfire when targeted at you, causing the taser to be knocked back. So pretty much you got a 1 in 3 chance of when you get tased that the taser is just going to get knocked back and let go. So that's kind of cool. Now we're going to look at Fugitive. We didn't take anything in Silent Killer. Within Fugitive, we're just staying in Relentless here. We're going to ace 9 lives. You gain a 50% increase to bleed out health, which is kind of nice. We ace this. You gain the ability to get down 1 more time before going into custody. And then we're going to go straight up and skip these 2 skills right here. We're not going to go for Swan Song, but instead we're going to go for Feign Death. When you get down, you have a 15% chance to instantly get revived. That's without anybody helping you or using Inspire or anything. You've got that 1 in 7 chance of just getting right back up again. Now, you will note that I am only at 97 here, so we've still got another 5 points to go. I already have 1 point left, so potentially with those extra 5, we could ace this. That's probably what I would do, or I would either go into Cable Guy here. It's not letting me, I still think it's a little bugged, but it's not letting me pick up Cable Guy for one point here. But 5 more points, I probably would spend them either on Swan Song or Feign Death, somewhere around that way. So let's go take a look at the weapons. We are a tank, so we are going to need a grenade launcher. And as you can see along my little additions here, we've kind of pumped up the locomotive pretty much. So I will go and show you what I threw on this bad boy. Thing looks like an absolute tank. Look at this thing. It's got pretty much something of everything on there. So I didn't change the ammunition because changing the ammunition would be classed as custom, and then the ammo pickup would not work on that on fully loaded, so that's why I didn't touch it. Barrel extension, I went with a shark teeth nozzle. As you can see here, we gain 8 stability. We lose 8 accuracy, but we also pick up 2 damage at the same time. No boost. Got a gadget here. Got the LED combo for 8 more stability. And then at this point, it's trying to increase the stability and the accuracy at the same rate. The grip gave us 4 and 4. The magazine gives us an extra 2, so now we're at 10. Don't take a sight because I don't generally aim down sight, so I didn't bother. You could pick one up to gain some more stability, but I think it really hinders the look of the gun. I don't like it. As far as the stock goes, I went for the 2-piece stock again, trying to increase accuracy and stability at the same time evenly. You could go 8 minus 4 or just 4 on that one. But again, a 4 and a 4. And then as far as the upper receiver went, I was lucky enough to get the shell rack in a drop and gain an extra 2 shells. So this thing is an absolute monster. We got the damage up to 103. But remember, we also have the overkill skill. So when we get a kill with this, we get a 75% damage boost, so we're going to actually be closer to 200 damage once we start killing with this bad boy. Thing looks crazy out of control, very OP, very solid secondary weapon. So now we'll take a look at the primary. Grenade launcher, not much you can do with this. You can make it look a little bit more ridiculous by putting on the pirate barrel. I actually like the way that looks. I think it's kind of cool. But it does take away some of the accuracy. Not that you really need accuracy with this. And of course, the stock doesn't really make a difference either. We can just remove that. It really makes no sense. But that's entirely up to you. I like the way it looks a little stupid like that. It's pretty cool. And that is pretty much it. We're just going to use the pounder because why not? It makes no difference. Of course, we've got the ammo bags. Could have gone with sentry skills, but that would have taken away some of the key skills that we got for this build, so I didn't really go the sentry route to get the 6 sentry guns. Rather stick with ammo, especially with shotguns and GL40s. It's always good to have that extra ammo for you and your team. As far as a throwable goes, I do feel a grenade or a dynamite fits a tank build better, but I just can't get away from using the Molotov to slow down those choke points. I think it's fantastic, but that is pretty much it. That is the tank build for the new skill trees. Next video out will be a grinder build for the new skill trees. Like I said, if you didn't catch my stealth and dodge builds and my overview guide, then just take a look in the description. Links are there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.